Yeah, I'm sure the whole office will appreciate that. Yeah.
I'll vouch for that. I'm good with that.
Looks like we're live.
So we're live?
We are.
Good morning. We'll go ahead and call this meeting of the Board of Directors of the Warren Township Building Corporation to order. We're meeting here under the Indiana Open Door Law as required by statute. This is the first meeting of the board subsequent to a new election of directors of the board as appointed by the Warren Township Board in June. The three directors are in the room here. If you could just go down the way, say you're here, name in here.
Robert Krasinski.
Emily Repchuk.
Tom Kozak.
All three directors are present. There's a quorum to conduct business, so we will go ahead and do so. There are two items of business that need to be addressed today. The first is a resolution of the board, which I have prepared in writing, that accomplishes two tasks. It first appoints the officers of the corporation for the next year, and it also authorizes the execution of the second addendum to lease. For the members of the board that are familiar, the building corporation is essentially the holding corporation for the township's fire stations. There are two fire stations that are now out of service. There are two fire stations that are in service. The second addendum to lease will allow the building corporation to transfer the out of service stations back to the township, for the township then to utilize, and at least with regards to the Crimson station, to sell. So this is we've been in contact with the folks that are working on the bond, and we're working with maintaining the bond. They're expecting this to be signed and sent their way. So happy to answer any questions. These have been circulated by email to folks. So if there are any questions, happy to address them. But the first item of business will be to appoint officers. There's three officers for three positions. So it's really a question of who wants to be president, who wants to be vice president, who wants to be secretary treasurer. Any nominations?
I nominate Bob to be president.
All right. So nominate. We can do this in a slate if you want. Emily, you sure are a good secretary.
Okay. Great.
Get some dual roles.
Okay.
And did you say we have to nominate a treasurer?
We've got a secretary treasurer
Or secretary treasurer.
that'll serve that role, and then a vice president. So that really it's either one of you have a strong feeling.
Sure, I
either way.
can hold secretary treasurer. That's fine. I nominate Tom to serve as the vice president of the building court.
Okay.
Okay. So there's your slate of officers. Any objections to that slate that you've picked? Okay. Then we'll show in the resolution that Bobby is president, Tom is vice president, Emily is the secretary treasurer. And then the second item that's addressed in the resolution, and again, it's so you know, all of this is addressed in here. So when we sign this, this will be effective. Any questions on the second addendum to lease?
To lease.
This is the second addendum to the lease for the fire station. Okay. So I think with that, it would be appropriate for a vote to approve the execution of the second lease addendum.
I make a motion to enact the lease on the second addendum.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay. So Bobby, as president, by resolution, is authorized to execute the second addendum to lease. we'll have this signed, and Mary will have you notarize these. Those are the only items of business that we have before us this morning. Anything else to be discussed?
And we're required to meet yearly.
The bylaws require, yeah. In practice, that doesn't always come to fruition, but there's no penalty if you don't.
Sure.
If there's no other business, then you would entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're adjourned.